Communication isn't just about what we say, it's about how, when, and in what context we say. Communication isn't just about getting your point across. Have you ever regretted something you said in the heat of the moment? Words can be incredibly powerful. They can build bridges or burn them. Today, let's explore how to communicate in a way that strengthens connections rather than create conflicts. Welcome to GoFam Connect, where we're dedicated to helping families thrive, master the flow, share the glow, reflecting our mission to empower families and spread positivity. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and join our growing family. Real communication goes beyond just talking. It's about truly listening, not just to words, but to emotions and intentions behind them. It's about understanding where the other person is coming from and what they're trying to convey. Communication is a two-way street that requires both parties to be fully engaged. Think of a time when you were in a conversation and the other person wasn't really listening. Maybe they were distracted or just waiting for their turn to speak. How did that make you feel? Probably unheard and frustrated? Effective communication involves pausing, listening, and responding in a way that shows you value the other person's perspective. Words have immense power. They can bring us closer together or drive us apart. In delicate situations, the words we choose can have a lasting impact. One wrong word can change a relationship forever, creating wounds that are hard to heal. That's why it's crucial to choose our words carefully and speak with empathy and understanding. Thoughtful communication opens the door to stronger, healthier relationships. Imagine if we all took a moment before speaking to consider the impact of our words. How many conflicts could we avoid? How much stronger could our connections become? Communication isn't just about getting your point across. It's about creating a space where both people feel heard, valued, and respected. That's the true power of communication, and it's something we can all strive to improve. Picture a heated argument with a loved one. Emotions are high, voices are raised, and you say something you don't really mean. These words can leave lasting scars. Regret sets in as soon as they're spoken. These are moments where communication breaks down and creates distance instead of connection. Now think about a tense moment in a professional setting. You make a blunt or sarcastic comment without thinking. The room falls silent and you sense a discomfort. That single comment has potentially damaged your professional relationships and reputation. In the workplace, words carry weight, and a poorly chosen word can do more harm than you realize. Or consider a simple miscommunication with a friend or family member, a text that's misinterpreted, or a passing comment taken out of context. A minor issue quickly escalates into a bigger problem, leaving you frustrated and misunderstood. These situations highlight the importance of clear, thoughtful communication. As you go through these scenarios, you've likely experienced similar moments. These situations remind us that communication isn't just about what we say, it's about how, when, and in what context we say it. Whether with a loved one, colleague, or friend, our words shape our relationships. So next time you're in a tense situation, pause and think about the impact your words could have. What can you do differently to ensure your communication builds bridges instead of burning them? What if you could navigate these conversations without regret? Imagine leaving a conversation feeling understood, appreciated, and closer to the other person. We all have the ability to transform our communication skills to foster deeper understanding and stronger connections. It's not about being perfect. It's about being more mindful, intentional, and empathetic. Let's explore some practical tools to help you achieve this. Tool 1. Active listening. Active listening is about being fully engaged in the conversation. Really hearing not just the words, but the emotions and intentions behind them. This shows the other person that their perspective matters to you, building a foundation of trust and respect. Tool 2. Pause before you speak. Pausing before you speak gives you time to consider the impact of your words. This small habit can prevent misunderstandings and hurt feelings by allowing you to respond thoughtfully. Tool 3. non-verbal communication. Non-verbal cues like body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice are just as important as the words you say. When your non-verbal signals align with your words, your message becomes more impactful and clear. These tools, active listening, pausing before you speak, and being mindful of non-verbal communication might seem simple, but they're incredibly effective. By incorporating them into your daily conversations, you can navigate even the trickiest relationships with more ease, empathy, and understanding. So, are you ready to put these tools into practice and see the difference that they can make? Let's look at some effective strategies. The first strategy is to use I statements instead of you statements. It might seem like a minor change, but it's incredibly effective. You statements often sound accusatory and can put the other person on the defensive, escalating conflict. For example, saying, "You always hurt me," can make someone feel attacked. Instead, saying, "I feel hurt when this happens," shifts the focus to your own feelings, not blame. This simple shift encourages a more constructive and empathetic conversation, where both parties can express their emotions without fear of judgment. Next, focus on understanding the other person before trying to be understood yourself. In a disagreement, it's natural to want to make your point heard. But if both parties are only focused on being heard, neither is really listening. Flip the script. Ask questions like, "Can you help me understand how you're feeling?" Or, "What do you mean by that?" This not only helps you see the other person's perspective, but also shows you that you value their feelings. When someone feels understood, they're more likely to listen to you with the same respect and empathy. Timing is crucial in sensitive conversations. We've all tried to discuss something important when the other person was too stressed, tired, or distracted to engage properly. Choosing the right moment can significantly impact how the conversation unfolds. It may be better to wait. Patience in picking the right moment shows respect for their feelings and sets a stage for a productive conversation. I remember a disagreement with a close friend that could have easily ended our relationship. Tensions were high, and it would have been easy to let the argument spiral. But instead of reacting impulsively, I focused on understanding their perspective. I used I statements to express my feelings and listen actively. By being mindful of our timing and approaching the conversation with empathy, we resolved our differences without causing lasting damage. This disagreement actually brought us closer, teaching us both the value of thoughtful communication. Navigating tricky relationships isn't about winning arguments. It's about building trust, respect, and empathy. Effective communication involves truly listening, understanding the other person's perspective, and being mindful of how and when you express your thoughts. When both parties feel heard and respected, it fosters mutual understanding and strengthens the relationship. These strategies can turn a potentially negative situation into an opportunity for growth and deeper connection. Apologies are powerful tools for healing and rebuilding trust. When we hurt someone, intentionally or not, it creates a rift. A sincere apology acknowledges the pain caused and shows a commitment to doing better. It's more than just words. It's about taking responsibility and valuing the relationship enough to make amends. A sincere apology isn't just about saying, "I'm sorry." It's about recognizing the hurt caused, acknowledging the wrongdoing, and ensuring it won't happen. This humility can turn a negative situation into an opportunity for growth, rebuilding trust and strengthening bonds. Without a sincere apology, hurt can linger and lead to resentment and a deeper emotional divide. To craft a meaningful apology, start by clearly acknowledging your mistake without making excuses. For example, say, "I'm sorry for what I said. It was hurtful and uncalled for," instead of, "I'm sorry if you were offended," which shifts blame. Next, express genuine regret. This is just more than words. Your tone, body language, and sincerity matter. Finally, commit to change. An apology without a commitment to improve is empty. Show that you're willing to learn from your mistakes and take steps to avoid repeating it. A sincere apology does more than heal immediate hurt. It sets a precedent for how future conflicts can be handled. It builds a foundation of trust and respect, making your relationship more resilient. Over time, this leads to deeper, more meaningful connections. So the next time you've hurt someone, remember, an apology isn't just about fixing what's broken, it's about building something stronger. There's a powerful proverb. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. This saying, often attributed to Buddha, captures the self-destructive nature of holding on to anger. We might think that anger punishes the other person, but it only harms us, consuming our thoughts and draining our energy. Letting go of anger isn't just about forgiveness. It's about freeing ourselves from its toxic effects. Think about it. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison, hoping it will hurt someone else. Anger weighs us down, keeping us from reaching our full potential. It replays the hurt over and over. It replays the injustice and wrongs, trapping us in a cycle of negativity. The only way to heal is to let go of that anger and focus on positive, constructive emotions. A great example that comes to my mind is from the movie Annamalai, starring superstar Rajinikanth. In this film, Rajinikanth's character is consumed by anger and vengeance after being wronged by his best friend. His life becomes increasingly burdened by his anger and he loses sight of what truly matters. It's only when he decides to let go of his anger and forgive that he finds true happiness. This change doesn't just represent a new lifestyle. It symbolizes the release of negative emotions. The movie shows that the key to happiness isn't in wealth or power, but in peace of mind, which can only be achieved by letting go of anger. Think about your own life. How often do you let anger dictate your actions, keeping you from experiencing true joy? Like a superstar's character, they can find happiness by letting go of anger and focusing on positive communication. When we release the negative emotions, we open the door to healthier relationships and a more fulfilling life. It's not always easy. Letting go of anger is one of the hardest things to do, especially when we feel deeply wronged. But the rewards are immense. Clarity, peace of mind, and deeper connections with those around us. By choosing forgiveness and understanding, we free ourselves from the poison of anger and step into a life of true happiness. Next time you find yourself holding on to anger, remember the wisdom of this proverb and the lesson from Annamalai. Ask yourself, is this anger worth holding on to? What is it costing you? How can you let it go to make room for more positive emotions? Reflect on these questions to begin releasing anger and embracing peace, happiness, and healthier relationships. The beauty of communication is that anyone can develop this skill no matter where they start. It's never too late to improve how you express yourself, listen, and connect with others. Every conversation is an opportunity to practice and grow. Imagine how your relationships could transform with just a few small changes in how you communicate. Each step you take towards better communication strengthens your relationships and contributes to your personal growth and confidence. No one is perfect, and we all make mistakes in communication. It's easy to say the wrong thing or misinterpret someone else's words, but making mistakes is part of the learning process. What truly matters is how you handle those mistakes, whether you reflect, apologize, and learn from them. Each mistake is a stepping stone towards improvement. Embrace these moments as opportunities to become more resilient, empathetic, and understanding. Give yourself grace. Be patient with your progress and keep moving forward. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about growth. As we close today's discussion, let's reflect on the key takeaways. Effective communication starts with thinking before you speak, pausing to consider not just what you want to say, but how it will be received. Active listening is crucial. Truly understanding the other person's perspective can transform conflicts into deeper connections. And empathy is the glue that holds it all together. By consistently practicing these habits, you can transform your interactions. Imagine the impact on your relationships when every conversation becomes an opportunity to connect, understand, and grow together. So as you go about your day, I encourage you to put these strategies into action. You might be surprised by how much your interactions improve when you approach them with thoughtfulness and empathy. Ready to take your personal growth to the next level? Don't miss our next video, where we'll tackle a critical topic: why most people fail due to shallow work, and how you can avoid this common pitfall. Imagine achieving more by focusing on deep, meaningful work instead of getting lost in busy work. We'll share practical strategies to help you break free from the shallow work trap and set yourself up for real, meaningful success. It's an eye-opening discussion, and I can't wait to share it with you. So make sure you're subscribed and ready to join us on this journey towards greater achievement and fulfillment. See you then.